Okay. So the next circuit is XS3 adder. So the most important assumption is the input given to this circuit is an XS3 number. The two numbers those we are going to input to entire circuit will be in XS3 format, and the output generated is also in XS3 format. So this is what the question asked in external exam as well, that is during orals. The external can ask you about what will be the input and what will be the output for XS3 adder. So keep in mind that whatever number we are going to add, we have to take it XS3 format while providing the input. Whatever result is obtained, that is also we obtain in the form of XS3. That means if I am going to add 2 plus 3, so first of all we have to get its BCD equivalence, that is 0 0 1 0, for 3 0 0 1 1, and by adding 3 into it I will be getting the XS3 representation for 2 is 0 1 0 1, and for 3 it is 0 1 1 0. Okay, so if I wish to perform 2 plus 3 to the circuit, I have to provide the input as 0 1 0 1 and 0 1 1 0, and whatever result I will be getting, again that will be in XS3 format. Next we'll look at the rules of addition. We have already discussed all these things during our theory term, but again I am repeating here because that is what the basis for XS3 addition. So the rules for addition is, once the two XS3 numbers are given to the adder, whatever resultant is, we have to check for the carry. If carry is not generated in the result, we have to add 1101, which is minus 3, that is 2's complement of 3. We have to add this. Okay, and after addition, whatever the resultant is, that is the XS3 representation of the addition value. And if a carry is generated in this second part of addition, that is to be discarded. So whatever, suppose 2 plus 3 is provided as an input to the circuit, so that is to be provided in the form of XS3 form, that is 2 is represented as 0 1 0 1, 3 is represented as 0 1 1 0. So for performing addition, first binary adder is required. After performing addition, here you can see carry is not generated, that is 1 plus 0 is 1, likewise. So carry is not generated here. So we supposed to add 1101, so that is done here. So this addition is handled with the second binary adder. After that, whatever resultant is, that is 1000, that is 8. Oh, that is an XS3 representation of decimal 10. Okay, so 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 can be represented in XS3 as 1000. So that is for if the result of simple XS3 binary addition is not carry. If carry is generated, what is to be done? Instead of adding 1101, we should add 0011. So let us take a case study here. 8 plus 6. So 8 can be represented as in XS3 format. It is represented as 1011. 6 is represented as 1001. So this should be the input value to my circuit. So while providing input, I will be providing 1011 as first input to the binary adder. Second input is 1001. After performing addition, here the carry is generated. So I'll be adding 0111 to both the parts, that is 0011, that is what the carry is, and this is what the resultant is. In both the parts, I will be adding 0011, and whatever the resultant is, that is again the XS3 representation of final value. So 0110, it is nothing but decimal 1. 0111, that is nothing but decimal 4. So combinedly it is 14, that is 14. Got it? Got it everyone? So we'll be now we have a circuit design over here that we have done in theory part. So this is what the circuit is. As we supposed to add either 1101. So what are the two numbers that we have to add? Either 1101 or 0011. Okay, so this least significant bit is always 1. That's why in second part, the second binary adder, either it is adding 1101 or 0011. So I have to manage this part with the help of a carry. If carry is not generated, I will be adding this thing. So looking at the entire scenario, in both the cases, this will be remaining same, that is logic 1. So B0th bit will be connected to logic 1 itself. Talking about this bit, this is same as whatever carry bit is. If carry is not generated, that is 0, this bit is 0. If carry is generated, that is 1, this bit is 1. And for these two bits, whatever carry is generated, that is to be altered and provided as an input. So this is how we have designed the logic. Okay. So here the first binary adder will perform addition, simple binary addition of two excess number provided. Based on the carry generated, this part is handled by, based on the carry generated, it will decide whether to add 1101 or 0011. That is handled here, and the resultant is taken as the second input for the second binary adder, and I can find out my resultant over here. So this is what circuit, by referring to again this 4-bit binary adder chart, I have marked these pin numbers. So in total, I will be needing 27483 binary adders here for designing circuit and one NOT gate. Okay. So we'll come here for implementation. So we have to refer this part. These are 27483 binary adders I have mounted on the circuit, on the digital circuit, and this is 7404, that is a NOT gate, because I will be needing one NOT gate over here. Now here first thing we have to do is to connect VCC and ground. Okay, so here for 7483, fifth pin is VCC, so it's to be connected to plus 5 volt, and 12th pin is ground. Okay, so I'll connect VCC and ground for both of them. VCC and ground. Okay, here you can see this. Fifth is VCC and 12th is ground. Okay, and rest of the pin numbers are kept. Now for this NOT gate, what we have to do? We have to connect 7 as ground and 14 pin as VCC. So the first part is done. Now for significance, or to avoid the confusion, what we can do is one by one, whenever we do the connection, we'll just tick mark it. Okay. So the next thing we'll do is, for both the binary adders, I will connect these 13 pins to C in, that is ground. Okay, will not be using carry over here. So the 13th pin, so for this 7483, this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 is to be connected to ground. Again for this, the 13th pin is to be connected to ground. Okay. After that, the next connection is, I have to have input connection. So the first number and the second number. So the 4 bits for input. So this is A0, A1, A2, A3. I'll be taking B0, B1, B2, B3. Okay. So these 4 wires consist of A0 to A3. These 4 wires consist of B0 to B3. Now what we have to do is, this A0 is to be connected to the 10th pin of this. So where is the 10th pin? Okay, so this is 10th pin. A1 is to be connected to, this A1 is to be connected to 8th pin. Okay, so this is A1, it is to be connected to this 8th pin. Okay, this is 8th pin, 8, 9, 10, the earlier was connected to the 10th one. Okay, A2 is to be connected to the 3rd pin of the first binary adder. So this is 3rd pin. Now A3 is to be connected to the first pin of first binary adder. Okay, so these 4 connections are done. Talking about the second number, B0 is to be connected to the 11th pin of first binary adder. So this is what my B0th pin is. B0 is to be connected to 11. So 8, 9, 10 and 11. So here it is to be connected. Okay. Then B1 is to be connected to the 7th pin of first binary adder. B2 is to be connected to the 4th pin of first binary adder. So this is 4th pin. Okay, this is 4th pin. So the B3 is to be connected to the 16th pin. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Okay. So A0, A1, A2, A3 are connected this way, and B0, B2, B3. So input lines are connected. So these inputs are connected to first binary adder. Cin is done. VCC ground is done. Now what is remaining? Now we have to use this Cout. Okay. So what is Cout? The 14th pin. So we have to get the 14th pin of first binary adder. So 14 pin is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So this is what my 14 pin is. What we have to do with this 14 pin? The first connection we have to do is we have to connect this to the first input of NOT gate. So this is what my NOT gate is. The first input pin 1. Okay. And where I can get the output? Now this output value, that is from second pin of NOT gate, I have to connect it to 16 and 4. So get the output from this, the NOT gate, the second pin. It has to be connected to the second 4-bit binary adder to the 4th pin. So I will complete this part first. This is to be connected to the 4th pin of second IC, second binary adder. So this is what the 4th pin. Now these two are having the same common connection. So I can take out the connection from this and connect it over here. So from 4th pin of this, it is to be connected to the 16th pin of the same binary adder. So this is what my second binary adder is. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So these two connections are done. So this part is done. What is remaining now? Whatever Cout is, I have to connect it directly to the 7th pin of second binary adder. So where is my Cout? Here at the 14th pin of first IC. So this is the 14th pin from which I have to connect this connection. From 14th pin I have to connect it to the 7th pin of second binary adder. So this is what the second binary adder ka 7th pin. Right? So this connection is also done. Now what is remaining? That the carry itself is to be taken as the carry of final output. Okay. So I can either take, that is from 14 pin of first binary adder, that will give me Cout. That can be considered as carry, as I am connecting it here. Instead of creating a pyramid over here, I am connecting it here because it is also having the same connection, that is Cout. I'll take it here, and this is what my final carry. So this part is done. Now this is done, this is done, this is done. The remaining part is the B0th bit of second binary adder. So 11th pin, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this 11th pin is to be connected to logic 1. So logic 1 is VCC, that is plus 5 volt. So this part is also done. Now talking about this part, the 9th pin of first binary adder. So the first binary adder, this is what the 9th pin is. It is to be connected to the 10th pin of second binary adder. This is 9th pin of first binary adder. It is to be connected to the second binary adder ka 10th pin. So 8, 9, 10. So this part is done. 6th pin of first binary adder is to be connected to 8th pin of second binary adder. So we are on this thing. 6th pin of this binary adder is to be connected to the 8th pin of second binary adder. Now second pin of first binary adder, this is second pin of first binary adder is to be connected to third pin of this second adder. Now the 15th pin of first binary adder is to be connected to the first. So this is what this is 16. So this is 15 pin of first binary adder. It is to be connected to the first pin of second binary adder. Okay. So all these connections are done. Already we are done with this. See in 13 pin. 14, 15, 16. Now we have to just take out the outputs. So output is taken from second binary adder. So we'll map it. 9th pin of second binary adder. So this is 8, 9. So 9th pin of second binary adder. That will be my S0. 9th pin. 6th pin of second binary adder is S1. So the 6th pin of second binary adder, here it is 6th pin, is my S1. Second pin of second binary adder will be my S2. So second pin of this adder will be my S2. 15th pin of second binary adder will be my S3. So here it is 15th pin. Okay, so this way we are done with the connections. So here we'll be getting the outputs and the carry. Okay, so these are my A0, A1, A2, A3, B0, B1, B2, E3, from which I will be providing the inputs. Those are in accessory format. These are the output values. Here I can get the output values. This is what this is used for getting the carry value, and these are what my resultant is. Let us see how it works. So whatever case study we have taken, let us check it. Now here it will be showing a random value, because here at the input end we haven't provided anything, that is 0, 0, 0, 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0 is invalid accessory number. So whatever resultant is obtained, that is an invalid result. So what is the first number? That is, what is the representation of 0 in accessory? That is 0, 0, 1, 1. So if I provide 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is what 0 in decimal. Again it is 0 in decimal. So I am providing 0 and 0 as input, right? So what will be my output? 0 plus 0 is 0. So what is accessory representation of 0? That is 3. So the output is 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is output is 0, 0, 1, 1. This is LSB, this is MSB. So I repeat, the input is 0. The first number is 0, second number is 0. How it is 0? We are providing the input in accessory format. So 0, decimal 0 is represented as 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is the first number which is 0. The second number which is 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0. So what is this? The resultant is expected. So 0. So again, as I said, the resultant is also in accessory format. So 0 का accessory क्या है? 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is how we have to cross check the result. Now whatever case study we have taken, 2 plus 3. So how I can provide 2 as an input? 2 should be given as 0, 1, 0, 1. So let us put it here. 0, 1, 0, 1. So this is 2. And how I can provide 3? 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay. 0, 1, 1, 0. So this is 3. Accessory representation of decimal 3. This is accessory representation of decimal 2. So what is result expected? 2 plus 3 is 5. So again, as I said, output is also in accessory format. So what is accessory representation of 5? 5 plus 3 is 8. So this is what the accessory representation of output. 1, 0, 0, 1, that is 8. Okay. Understood? Now the second case, 8 plus 6. So how I can represent 8? 8 can be represented. If I wish to add 8 and 6 here in accessory adder, 8 should be provided as 1, 0, 1, 1. So the first number is 1, 0, 1, 1. And the 6 is to be given in the form of accessory, that is 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1. So what is result expected? 8 plus 6 is 14. So 1, 4, 1 and 4 should be represented as 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. These are their BCD. But as we used to get accessory, we need to add 3 in both the sides. So here it is 0, 1, 0, 0, and here it is 0, 1, 1, 1. So as I said, whatever 1 is, that is taken as a carry over here. So the same thing we will get. This is a carry. this place, and 4 is represented as 0 1 1 1. So this is combinedly 14, 1 and 0 1 1 1. So this is how XS3 adder is designed. I hope you understood the theory behind this, the circuit behind this, how pins are mapped, how connections are done, and how input output combinations are cross checked. Okay, so here in this XS3 adder, what things are to be remembered? The first assumption, input is in XS3 format, the resultant output is also in XS3 format. What are the rules? If carry is not generated, we have to add -3, that is 1101. If carry is generated, we need to add 0011, that is 3. And at the end, we'll be getting a result. And for designing the logic, we have to consider about this. Okay, so just revise the things we have discussed in theory part and study about 7483 binary adder. I repeat, we are using 7483 IC, which is 4-bit binary adder. This is also a question that can be asked, that is, which IC you are using for performing or implementing both the adders, BCD and XS3. So we are using 7483 4-bit binary adder. What is the difference between binary and BCD? That is also an exercise to you, because that is one more important question asked in orals. So we'll stop here. I hope you understood all the adders.